Hello there. I'm back with the milk. Sorry it took a little longer than usual. Traffic on the high street was a nightmare. Bloody hell, there's still quite a lot of you here. About 2,000 of you are still watching my last strange cryptic video. Very well done in cracking that in roughly 10 minutes, by the way. 2,000 people. That's over the population of the city of St. David's in Tiwidui.
Tai-dui.
Didn't know that I was buying milk for a city, but hey ho. Well, chaps, joking aside, pause the video and pour yourself a large glass of your finest scotch, as we have much to discuss. Poured it? Good. Chin chin. Now, it's probably time to talk about the morbidly obese, grotesque elephant in the room, and that is, of course, my somewhat prolonged absence. I wasn't really getting milk, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. The long and short of it is that nothing I really say can justify the absence of this length. A series of unfortunate and very personal events transpired, and once I was about on my feet again after that, I just didn't really know how to get back into this. The events I referred to previously are not ones that I wish to become public knowledge, as I'm sure you can understand. As such, all I can say is, sorry. At the end of the day, it wouldn't have taken much for me to keep you all informed, and I really regret not doing so. I feel incredibly lucky and proud that so many of you have stayed around and stuck with this. It is truly astounding stuff. On that note, I wish to personally shout out the wonderful and dedicated community that have stayed with us on my Discord channel. These chaps have the patience and dedication of an army of Zen monks, even keeping a dedicated daily counter of my absence and keeping the community alive. What coy devils. I'll soon be organising a chat with as many of you as want to talk in my Discord, so please, if you have not already, join the server if that sounds like something you'd enjoy. The link is, as always, in the description. Now let's talk about the other thing. That game we played together, Rust. I'm going to be very honest with you all here. I loved Rust, and I think that was evident. Our channel became what it is because of Rust, and as such, I know so many of you love or loved the game too. However, over time, my love for the game began to dwindle. You see, when we started doing Rust stuff, I had lots of free time to dedicate to writing the scripts, editing and filming the series, and playing the game with all of you. One part of this process, however, was a lot more demanding than the others, and that was the filming. You see, as my life began to get busier and busier, I could still find the time to write, edit, and create. But organising large shoots with lots of people is not something one can do of a bit here and there, such as editing. It was an event. I had to know all the bits I needed to film, all the storyboards for the scenes prepared, all the people who kindly wanted to help, and of course, the deadline I was aiming to hit. I thank all the people who helped with these filming sessions. They were rather intense things, and many people gave much of their precious time to these sessions. Unfortunately, I began to get stressed with these things, becoming deadline obsessed and miserable if I was unable to attain it. I would like to apologise if I was ever short or unresponsive to people during this time. It was not their fault and was totally my issue. I just didn't like the person the process was making me become. Another sad reality of this was I totally fell out of love with the game. I've tried since, but really over the past several years I've hardly been playing any games at all. My love for Rust was dying, and with it, alas, my love for YouTube and creation. You see, to me, the two had become one and the same. I felt somewhat trapped by Rust, not wanting to disappoint people who loved the content on the game, but also feeling immensely unfulfilled by the productions I was releasing. I'm sure you've all heard this from hundreds of content creators on YouTube, but when the passion dies, it is really hard to get back. And this was all totally exacerbated by YouTube's apparent abject hatred of our channel and their unwillingness to work with us behind the scenes. Overall, though, I remember those recording sessions now with the fondest of memories, creating stories and having fun with some of the finest people I could have ever met. My thanks to all those involved in these productions cannot be put into words. You're all legends, and I hope you remember those days with the same fondness as I do. They were great, and we made some really special stuff. Now, let's talk about the future of LOLOUT. Chaps, I miss YouTube, I miss you. It's been a long time coming, but I really feel ready to jump back into this now. However, my content cannot be what it once was. Rust has changed, I have changed, and the type of content I wanted to make before just wouldn't work now. I know that this will be upsetting to some, and to those I truly apologise. I understand if, upon hearing this, you wish one sub, and I wish you the best of luck and thank you very much for staying with me as long as you have. But if you like my content and want to see where this goes, I hope to not disappoint you, and I'm feeling truly excited about some of the ideas I have going through my head. This is not to say that none of my content will ever be gaming related again, it just won't be the primary focus of this channel. I love comedy and narration, and I want to produce videos that are informative and very high quality, as well as being funny and tongue-in-cheek. Basically, I want to tell stories. Real stories from history and recent times, in my own way, with my own style. It's hard to explain, but hey, it sounds interesting in my brain. I'm going to be releasing the first one of these new style videos on Saturday, the 29th of April. Stick it in your calendar. I want this next endeavour to be as community focused as physically possible. So for God's sake, if you know any good stories from history or events from recent times that you think should be told, please let me know about them in my Discord. I really want to try and make content that's based on viewer suggestions as well as stuff that I want to make myself. I know that this video has been somewhat long-winded and maybe hard to understand in places, but I really hope you stick around for the new stuff and get a kick out of it. It's different, and I know that, but if you've enjoyed my content in the past, I'm sure this stuff will appeal to you too. I'll be on the Discord more frequently this week, and I hope very much to see you there. The link is down below. Thank you again, everyone. I will see you soon, and of course, now this is going to feel good to say again, stay coy.